is that attorneys representing a Bakersfield man who spent 2 years in jail awaiting trial on charges of child abuse have filed a civil rights lawsuit against the city of Bakersfield.
Jesus Flores, who was 19 at the time of his arrest, was acquitted in a court of law, but his parental rights were never restored. Eyewitness News reporter Kyle Harvey joins us now with more on what Flores' lawyers say is a disturbing trend. Kyle.
Rochelle, the plaintiff in this case is seeking financial compensation for the time he spent in jail, but he also wants to shine a light on what his attorneys claim to be a nationwide problem. Parents wrongfully accused of child abuse based on what they say is faulty science behind shaken baby syndrome. Jesus Flores' infant was rushed to Valley Children's Hospital in May of 2015 after he became unresponsive. While he was receiving treatment, Flores was interviewed by a detective who concluded that Flores had shaken the child, causing the health problems. He was arrested and prosecuted, accused of abuse. The infant did live, but the health problems persisted in foster care, something defense attorneys told a jury proved that the medical conditions were not the result of abuse. Furthermore, they contend that Bakersfield police worked in bad faith and made statements in their report that were later proven false in videotapes. Flores was acquitted in June and released, but he'd spent 2 years in jail awaiting trial and did not recover his parental rights.
My biggest focus at that point was just being able to get out and hopefully see my son for the first time in 2 years since he was 2 months. I saw him when he was an infant, haven't seen him since.
What the controversy is about is whether a police officer or a doctor in the emergency room can take a look at certain kinds of injuries or symptoms and work backwards from that and say that a child was definitely abused on such and such a place at such and such a time. In some cases, those children may have been abused, but in other cases, it may result in an innocent person going to jail for a very long time.
The city's attorney told me this afternoon they have not yet been served with the complaint. They'll withhold any comment until they receive it and can read it for themselves. Reporting live in studio, Kyle Harvey, Eyewitness.